Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Bothrian administration. So in our last episode we established a new colony over here in Epsilon Eridani, which is kind of cut off from the rest of our territory, but that's okay. I guess we could build a frontier outpost somewhere in the center here to try to connect it up a bit, but I think it would still be not connected. I don't think that's a huge problem though. However, we could use that to grab some resources maybe. Speaking of resources, I am a little concerned about our energy credit situation. We should probably look at increasing that if we can, especially since we are in the process of building some new ships, which are going to cost more energy to maintain. Oh, actually, we have access to a couple more systems over here now, so we can use our construction ship, which is handily parked nearby, to, just for the time being, build the mining stations over the energy credit resources and not the other resources, because I think we're doing fine for mineral income, at least for now. So we'll get those built.
Debris analyzed.
We got some research progress from analyzing some debris, which is good, and our governor leveled up. Alright, so we have another construction ship not doing anything right now. I don't know if there's anything that we really want him to do. I'm not exploiting the rest of the resources in these systems yet because of the energy credit income. Meanwhile, our ships are completing.
Construction complete.
And we are now losing energy, that's fine. We have completed our observatory here though, which is going to increase the amount of research generated by this planet, and that's going to be even better once we have the spare resources that we need to actually upgrade all of these science labs that we have down here. But again, I'm not going to do that yet because of the increased energy cost. I'm hoping that once we have our fleet built up to our limit here, it will look like a good idea to attack our neighbors, the Divine Oscox Council. But to what end? I don't really know. We can... let's see, we can...
That you perhaps didn't know.
Okay, I guess he's not going to read this one. It's just explaining the war demand screen, which it will be fairly self-explanatory, barring some slightly different UI to anybody who's played, for example, EU4. So we can vassalize them, we can take planets from them, or we can liberate planets, which means they become independent as a new empire with the same ethos as the Liberator, which actually seems pretty good. Let's see, which planets would we be liberating? The two that aren't their capital, basically. I wonder if we were to take their capital and liberate the other two, if that would be a good idea. We could vassalize them and then later integrate them, but I don't know if that's going to be a good idea because they're so ideologically different to us. They're fanatic spiritualists. I believe we're fanatic materialists, which is the exact opposite. So perhaps having them integrated into our empire is not the best idea. Anyway, we have some time before our fleet gets built up to consider that. We've finished surface construction over here, which I don't remember exactly what we're doing. I think we were clearing a tile or two. So we can upgrade our reassembled ship shelter now, which I think we'll do. It'll immediately increase our energy generation by boosting this tile, which I guess is good. And it will also allow us to upgrade these basic power plants into actual power plants, which seems positive.
Construction complete.
Okay, we finished our current ship construction queue. I'm going to queue up a few more. Let's see. I don't think we can still build destroyers anywhere else, we need a level 3 spaceport. Which we don't yet have here, or here, or here, and definitely not here. So I guess we'll continue to build destroyers in the only place we can build them. But we're a little short on the credits right now, or the minerals rather. Though we did just get a new mining station. I'm assuming that's one of the energy producing ones that I queued up. I'm going to queue up, say, 2 more destroyers here. Will get us to 60.
Special project complete.
Okay. Mass extinction barren. Life on the now barren planet was sadly doomed from the start. This is planet over here. Part of one of our quest chains. The mass extinction one. So this will give us 3, or yeah, 3 out of 6, I guess. So it says 2 out of 5. Maybe it's desolate, and this actually is completed. As if by some cruel stellar conspiracy, the dominant species on the planet barely had time to awaken to sapience and invent agriculture before, through unfortunate geological mechanisms, the Earth started turning sour. Samples from the lower soil strata and the fossilized remains of the creatures that once roamed the planet showed that several vital minerals needed to rejuvenate the soil ended up, through their largely agricultural diet, in the endoskeletons of the native beings. Their bones were prone to fossilize rather than decay, and their very existence exhausted the fragile ecosystem they inhabited, leaving it permanently transformed in the wake of their passing. Well, sucks for them, I guess. Alright, so this science ship now is still doing stuff, right? We don't need to give you any additional orders. This is the one that we're sending up to research the project from our other event chain, the Precursors. So we have 3 out of 6 done. This is going to be 4 out of 6. Which is interesting. We're probably actually not too far away from being able to integrate our vassal. The humans, I believe they call themselves. Let's see, how do we... So 2254. So 2 years or so. They still don't like us, so... Possible that integrating these guys is not going to be a great idea either, but I'm still going to do it. Alright, so we have destroyers queued up. Let's make 1 more destroyer and then get the rest of the way up to our limit with corvettes. Still says their fleet is equivalent, but once we're up to our limit, I think we might just declare on them and assume that we'll be able to beat them. Even if it still says they are equivalent.
Construction complete.
Alright, so this is the planetary capital that's upgraded. I do want the minerals for building corvettes, but at the same time, I need the extra power. Alright, we'll use it on the corvettes first. We have a little bit of a buffer that we can use if we do have to stay at negative credit income for a while. This science ship is not doing anything right now. What can we have you do, though? Well, if we cleared out some hostile beings from this system, we could survey those, but I'm just going to keep my fleet in reserve for the time being. We still have access through the Lalandra, I assume, so we can go and survey more of these systems if we want to. Why don't you go here, actually? So the Iruxo and the Jun Interstellar Foundation are no longer rivals, okay. That's bad news for us. If they're not worried about their neighbours over here, they might start looking in our direction. They're still superior, but their naval capacity is no longer superior, it's just equivalent. So perhaps we're catching up to them a bit.
Research complete.
Alright, let's get these corvettes queued up then. So this is going to be +2. We're going to need 5 corvettes, which we can afford. And we'll even have better armor, which is good. So we can unlock defense stations, which is an upgrade for the current defense platforms or whatever they are that we can build, which I have not built any of yet, but it might be a good idea around some of our vulnerable outlying planets. On the other hand, we could get plasma thrusters. I think we'll get the plasma thrusters, actually. Seems good. Alright, so my current shopping list for our minerals is going to be upgrading those power plants and, you know, probably building some defensive stations is a good idea. Make sure that our capital is protected, for example. We can build a military station here, which I think is a good idea. I don't know how much this costs. I guess we can find out right now. 140 and 1.22 maintenance. I guess that's fine. We'll build one here, and we'll build one in this system, since this is also very close to our neighbours that we're about to declare war on. And then our next order of business will be to upgrade those power plants to hopefully not have a disastrous loss of energy income. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem, hopefully. Alright, so improved deflectors as well. Let's see, we can get physics lab upgrades, weapon types, or better shields, or some of our already partially finished techs here. I think we'll get UV lasers. And while we're at it, we can upgrade our ships. Though we don't actually have the credits to do this. We should definitely get that done though before we declare war. In fact, it seems like we can click this now, so it's maybe going to pay for it as it goes along. Which is fine. The inside of the Irasian cruiser found orbiting Phagantris 3A contains the dead remains of a full crew complement. Most of them perished as a result of the Javorian pox that would later render the Irasians extinct, but some of the crew were gunned down by marine guards while trying to reach the escape pods. According to recovered log files, the captain issued strict orders to quarantine the ship after the outbreak became apparent, so get 150 engineering research and progress towards this quest chain. 4 out of 6 now. Very interested to find out what happens there. We're just preparing to upgrade ships. I guess we won't actually do it until we have the credits or the minerals. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I guess we lost our order access with the Lawlander League. That's okay. We could always renegotiate it. I guess they're going to want payment for this again, which I'm not inclined to give right now, so in fact we won't get that. Our science ship is heading home. Good thing we got this project research that was in their borders while we had the chance, I suppose. Alright, we have a military station. This upgrade is going to take a very long time, apparently. Okay.
Evading hostile fleet.
Encountered a hostile abyssal host. Alright, these guys. We encountered them before. Oh, we apparently have access to this system, I think, which we didn't have before. Well, again, because of our lack of energy income, I'm going to avoid building any more research stations for now. We can probably get those power plants upgraded, though. Not on this planet, it was this one. Okay, and I think we'll even build another power plant here. And we'll move you off of mineral collection. Actually, we don't have to do that yet. We'll get a notification when this power plant finishes, because it won't have a pop working it. We can upgrade that, but I don't think that's necessary. We've got plenty of food here. So we could move one of these guys onto here and get 2 extra power immediately. That seems worth doing. And we could get 1 extra power immediately by swapping you guys around, so this is worked right now. Alright, that will help out a bit. Yep, the Jun and the Uruxo are no longer rivals. Alright, so I guess we have to wait for the fleet upgrade at this point before we declare war. It's taking a lot longer than I would have expected. But that's okay. I assume it's worth doing. Because if you don't use the new technologies that you research, then why research them? And their fleet power is inferior. Presumably it'll be even more inferior once our ships are better. Okay, so we have extra monthly influence. We can now upgrade to the Empire Capital Complex, and we can get advanced government forms. Interesting. There's a colonize arid worlds, farm upgrades, or extra naval capacity. I think we'll get the naval capacity, actually. Seems good. Let's check out our government forms. Our current government is a science directorate. I'm not sure how we switch to a more advanced government form. We can change our policies here. I don't think it's in the Empire tab. Alright, well, I'll try to look this up between episodes and figure it out. But I guess that's an option that's available to us. Okay, so a lot more minerals now. We should probably be channeling that into more energy credit generation. So let's see, we'll build a basic power plant down here. And this is already full. We can upgrade this to power plant 2, or queue that up at least. We're already building one here. I guess we'll just build even more power plants on this planet. No, I think it might be better to specialize here. No, this has got minerals too. I guess we could just have these two planets be sort of hybrid mineral and energy generation. That seems so inefficient, though. It must be better to specialize in one or the other. We can always have the one mineral tile. Yeah, I'm just gonna sacrifice the +1 minerals from these two tiles and build energy here. That has to be worth it. We're doing fine for minerals, I think. Let's queue up clearing this volcano tile as well, and also this toxic kelp, why not? Okay, so that should help out with our energy situation. And we can now integrate the humans. So I suppose we should get that started. Or should we wait till after the war? We'll just do it now. We have another rivalry involving an empire that we don't know about. So how do we find out the progress here? 48 months remaining, okay. Alright, so they're rivals again, the Aruxo and the Jun, which is probably positive for us.
Complete.
Okay, we finished surface construction over there. There's a power plant. Back into the positives. Alright, so we should definitely start upgrading some other things, I think. Or even just building more power plants. This queue here is going to take a while, so we should probably start developing, say, this planet. Let's get a power plant, or a basic power plant building over there. We can upgrade to the planetary capital, or planetary administration, so let's get that done also. And let's see, if we're going to eventually focus on minerals on this planet, which I guess we probably are, we probably don't want to build too many power plants, but we should build a few, I guess. Not on this tile, though. Also, we should be concerned about the food situation on our various planets. I think we're okay. Yeah. Alright. We should probably just upgrade spaceports, maybe, since having more that can build destroyers is going to be useful. Okay, that will do for now. So still very slowly upgrading our ships. But as soon as that is done, I think we're going to get our war declared. They're back to being equivalent. But I'm not going to let that stop me. Alright, so we have an inactive building over here. We'll move you from generating 1 mineral to generating 3 power instead, and in fact we'll queue up an upgrade for this. And for this one, back to +7 per month, which is much better.
Research complete.
Plasma thrusters.
Construction complete.
Ooh, I really would like to upgrade our mining capabilities, but this is going to take so long. Maybe we'll just get the engineering facility for now. Yeah. Okay, so we have some spaceports upgraded. Let's in fact upgrade you again. Oh, we don't have the minerals for that yet. Okay. Let's wait until we do. More rivalries being declared. Unidentified Empire, Hythian hegemony. Various people that aren't right beside us. Okay, we'll get that queued up. And I guess that is going to do it for this episode. Next episode we should get our upgrade finished and declare war on our troublesome neighbors. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.